Hey there guys, today I think I'll be doing more of a honest talk. So today I'm going to talk more about my experiences and the things I've learned traveling solo as an introvert. Now, if you don't know what an introvert is, I'm not going to explain that in this video because it's going to take far too long, so I hope you know what that is. I feel like I have insights and things I've learned from traveling solo and visiting new places that I want to share with people, and that's why I'm doing videos like this where I'm just, talking. So yeah, I'm an introvert and I'm also a solo traveler. Now, this was something I was actually somewhat concerned about before I started traveling because I normally would prefer to spend my time by myself. A lot of times, it doesn't mean I don't like being social, but when I was at home, a lot of times I would maybe typically prefer just to stay at home by myself and, I don't know, watch Netflix or something, or whatever, listen to music or whatever, then like go out and hang out with people. And you can definitely travel solo as an introvert. And I think one of the biggest things that has happened to me since I started solo traveling is that it has kind of forced me to be a lot more social, which has been really good for me. Because, honestly, I've always been really terrible at it, so it's kind of gotten me out of my shell a little bit, and I've kind of been able to learn a lot of valuable social skills from being around people. See, like, I'm currently living and working in a hostel, so that generally means you're around people a lot, and, if you want to be social, like, geez, you can literally be social, like, every single night. You can go out and hang out with people and do stuff, whatever, and that's kind of how it is here, which is great. But personally, I can't actually do that because I get really freaking exhausted constantly, like, out with people, talking to people, socializing. Seriously, like, I need time by myself to, like, think and everything. I don't know. And some people, yeah, they can just go out and always be hanging out with new people and having a good time and all that. Personally, I can't really do that. If you're staying in a hostel, working in a hostel, living in a hostel, you're never gonna be alone, which is kind of good, I guess. But you can get some space if you need it. It's definitely was one of my concerns before I started doing this, but if you need alone time, you can easily get it. I think the biggest thing is, you're never going to be alone, but it doesn't mean you don't get lonely, because that does happen to me occasionally, where there's just too many people around, and it typically happens when I don't really feel that I have a connection with the people who are around. So in some cases, being around so many people can actually make you feel a bit more lonely, because there's all these people around, but you don't even know any of them, and there's really no connection with those people. So that's why I typically will seek out more personal one-on-one connections with people, or small groups of people, when other people may enjoy just going to the bar, having a few drinks, hanging out with a bunch of people, different people every night. That's personally not what I try to do, and that's typically how I build up repertoire with people and get to know people. Is I try to approach people on a more one-on-one basis, and sometimes maybe if there's a few people in the group, that's okay as well. But I feel like I can connect more with people when it's on a smaller scale, as opposed to hanging out a larger group of people in a loud place or something. See, for me, I'm not the kind of, I don't drink, and I'm not the kind of person who really likes to hang out in bars or anything like that. And we have a bar attached to our hostel here, so that's typically where people go to hang out every night. And I don't know, sometimes I'll experiment with that a little bit to see how people do it, because honestly, I'm just not very good at that type of socializing. I'm not really good at getting to know people that way. And in order for me to feel comfortable around somebody, I have to get to know them on a more one-to-one basis, or just a smaller scale, like a smaller group. And also, I'd just like to say, it's been a lot better for me to spend a longer period of time somewhere actually getting to know the place and having more time to get to know people, because before, when I was traveling more quickly, when I took my trip previous to coming here, when I was in Europe for 5 weeks and I was moving around a lot more frequently, I didn't really care as much about getting to know people in hostels because I knew I was leaving in a few days or they were leaving in a few days, and it's just like, I can't make a connection with people that quickly typically. So I normally just like feel like, oh, I shouldn't even bother because I'm whatever, like not gonna really get to know them, never gonna see them again. When here, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be living here for a few months or whatever, so I can actually get to know people, and you know, we can hang out multiple times or whatever. And you know, I find that to be a better way for me to, you know, talk with people and stuff when I'm traveling. I feel like a lot of people who would meet me here and get to know me for a little while may not necessarily even be able to tell that I'm introverted, because I think like I have a certain amount of like social energy at first, and I can appear very extroverted for a period of time. But I guess it comes in like I can only do that so long, and then I'm like, all right, I'm done being social. I need to like go chill or whatever, like just, you know, hang out with myself, you know, edit some videos or, you know, whatever I want to do, like record a video like I am right now, and just kind of, you know, give some time about myself, think about things, work on some of my stuff that I like doing, like this YouTube channel. I really do like socializing with people, and I like getting to know people, and it's more of that I find like human interaction to be very fascinating for whatever reason. So it keeps me interested, like observing how people behave in certain social situations. So some of the biggest takeaways I've gotten from traveling solo as an introvert, which I kind of all went over in this video, but I'm just going to cut it down a bit more briefly now. It's very important that I find time, alone time, to work on the things I care about. It's this YouTube channel, you know, whatever, listen to music, sit on the beach by yourself for a while, things like that. I think it's really important that I have that, but also, you know, take time to be social and talk with people, and more specifically try and get more one-on-one interaction or smaller group interaction with people, because I feel like I connect better with people that way, as opposed to, you know, more of like a party scene or like hang out in a bar or something, where I found that I can't make real connections with people in those situations for whatever reason. You know, solo travel can be lonely sometimes, it can be frustrating at times. I think in a lot of cases with like travel vloggers, it looks like it's always awesome because you always see like the highlight reel of what they're doing, and that's why I'm trying to be more real with videos like this. But overall, it's awesome. I love doing this, and it's great to meet new people and go do new cool stuff, and it's yeah, no, quite literally like the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. Anyways, that's just me sharing some of my thoughts of traveling solo as an introvert, and just some of my experiences so far. You know, I've only been traveling for about 2.5 months now. I'm gonna be staying here in Vieques, Puerto Rico for, yeah, a little while longer, so, which I'm excited about, you know. So, don't know where I'm going next, but we'll figure that out. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.